Hey guys, today is Pie Day. Happy Pie Day. I love pie. I've got blackberry pie and apple pie and peach pie, banana cream pie. There's so many different pies. I love pie. But actually today we're not talking about that kind of pie. We're talking about the number pi. 3.14. That's the most famous rendition of that number that most people memorize. And for most calculations, that's the number we're looking for. But I'm going to tell you a little bit more in today's video. So usually when we're calculating pi, we punch in 3.14. That's only 3 digits of the calculation. You could do 22 divided by 7 as a fraction, and that gets you to a closer approximation. But the digits of pi go on and on and on. And in fact, there are contests for people, how many digits of pi can you memorize? So great, it's a really long number. What does that matter? Why do we care? The first really accurate calculation of pi was done by the Greek mathematician Archimedes in the year 250 BC. To understand pi, we need to understand a little bit about circle. It's the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. Circumference is the distance around the outside of the circle. Diameter is the distance across the center of the circle. Let's watch this in action. For this activity, I've got a cardboard tube, I've got a string, and I've got a pair of scissors. So the question is, if I have a diameter of this circle and I have a circumference like that, how many diameters do I need to have a circumference, or how many circumferences do I need to have a diameter? What's the relationship between the two of them? 1, 2, 3. That's 3 diameters of the circle, and 0.14. So let's wrap this string around the circle, mark it off at the end. So from here to here is the length of that circumference of the circle. How many diameters would it be? Well, we measure diameter by the center of the circle. So as these lines go across the center of the circle, we've got 1, 2, 3, and right here would be the 0.14 of a diameter of the circle. The circumference of the tube is exactly equal to the diameter of the tube 3.14 times. Why would it be important to know this? Well, anytime we understand the ratio or the relationship between two numbers, the relationship between any two things, it helps us better predict and understand the parts we don't know yet. For example, if we want to know the circumference of the circle, but we only know the diameter, we can calculate that. We can calculate the circumference using pi. If we want to know the area of a circle, that's the amount of space it takes up in 2 dimensions, but we only know the diameter, we can calculate that using pi. If we want to know the volume of a sphere, knowing how much space it takes up in 3 dimensions, but we only know the diameter, how far it is across the middle of it, we can calculate that using pi. If we want to know the surface area, how much space the outside of this is taking up, but we only know the diameter of it, we can calculate that using pi. Pi is useful for lots of things, not just thinking of physical structures, of models, of shapes, of circles, of spheres. We find it used in calculations for statistics and business and physics and medicine and biology and chemistry, engineering, and other areas of science. Take a look around you today, notice some circles, think about pi, and think how pi can work for you. Have a great day, guys.